Bonus episode 4. Hello, everyone listening to this, whenever and wherever you're listening to this. Bonus episode 4 marks season 2, episode 24, the 48th episode of the Psychic Sleep Hour with Santosh, soon to be Psychic Sleep, the podcast. This is a bonus episode, and in it, we're sharing an entire session of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra titled Spirit Dishwasher. It comes from the December 3rd session of 2023. This session is another top fans top pick. The session is also a whole session, so get yourself in the zone, comfortable and safe. Make sure distractions are turned down and that your attention shouldn't be occupied elsewhere for safety reasons. You may even want to put on some wordless music in the background. This journey is around an hour long. If you need to move, then move. If you need to scratch, then scratch. Just keep the movements soft and gentle so as not to disrupt the level of relaxation you've achieved. Eyes closed and lying down on your back are suggested traditionally, but my neurodiverse fam are welcome to stim away, move, to art, journal, and explore stillness at their own pace. Thank you all. May this be a boon both helpful and beneficial to us all. All right. Welcome back. Settle in. Get comfy. Prepare to enjoy the ride. Because it is truly dependent on how much you put in, what you get out. A little mental energy equation we're all aware of. Another way to say that is take a moment to give yourself permission to imagine, like with a capital I. Imagine. Hear like chimes twinkling after. Because the more fully you let yourself visualize and imagine, the clearer the communication between you and your subconscious mind becomes. As you work each week to build this common vocabulary with your subconscious self, and how it may or may not present itself as a field, a meadow, a grove, a special place. Remind yourself that you are safe and in charge of what goes on in the mindscape. And allow your sense of relaxation continue to deepen as we go over the messages from in between this week. In the art, we find Lance face up, arms wide to the sky, welcoming the water from inside the dishwashing machine. It's a direct play on a bit of the practice we'll do in just a second. But also, I think it's speaking to a sense of acceptance. He's definitely not fighting or afraid to be in there. In fact, it's going to be beneficial for him having gone through it. Hopefully, that metaphor easily applies, glides into our personal experiences. The title for the message from in between this week is Resistance to Resistance. Build a resistance to resistance. When has calling yourself lazy ever really helped you out? Everyone knows what it's like to want to do something but lack motivation. How many things get shuffled because I don't feel like it right now? Similarly, the longer the dishes wait, the grosser the task becomes, and more difficult the scrubbing becomes. Our spirit can get bogged down from all the debris of living, just like a plate gets dirty as you use it to eat. Where's the dishwasher for the spirit, though? Imagine being in a dishwashing machine the size of the room that you're in. Set it to spirit scrub. And filling up the racks are pieces of you and representations of the things you want to do. Only use detergent that is specifically formulated for automatic spiritual dishwashers, like Psychic Suds or Cosmic Clean, and high pressure waters of source. Now, sit back and imagine the pre-rinse, the soak, the spray, and the what have yous. As the funk and debris drain away, imagine yourself clean and streak free. Take a glance at all the things you wanted to do that were washed too. Free of all that debris, do you perceive it differently? You still might not want to do the things, but it's not as bad as it was when burdened by unhelpful energies. This week's 3-card draw is the Ace of Rainbows, Maturity. Number 19, Innocence. And the 9 of Emotions, Laziness. Inviting us to consider each of the seasons has a quality made special because of their transient natures. Find the uncomplicated route and give that a try. Practice doing things when you don't feel like doing them. This episode of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra will be touching on themes of psychic debris, heavy auras, and cosmic clean. Take a moment to remind yourself to turn any potential distractions into reminders that things can occur and go on around you as you dive deeper in. Noises, itches, glitches, whatever, let them all turn into simple, soft reminders to resharpen your focus, to adjust your mental gaze, to experience your mental landscape. And setting all of that aside, call to mind your sankalpa, your short phrase of personal resolve. The you want to be when you grow up, as in the essential qualities that would help you lead your best life. All of that intent packed into a short phrase of personal resolve. So go ahead and say your sankalpa to yourself now 3 times in your head. And setting that aside, move your focus to the task at hand, which is simply to visualize the body part of your body as I call them out. You can set into this practice the intentions to relax more fully, to focus and sharpen the mind, to generate a beneficial state of harmony with you and your body. Simple visualization, easy feel good intention. Let's start with the right hand thumb. Right first finger. Right middle finger. Right ring finger. Right little finger. Palm of hand. Back of hand. Wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Right side of chest. Right side of waist. Right hip. Right thigh. Right knee. Shin. Ankle. Heel. Sole of foot. Top of foot. Right big toe. Right second toe. Right third toe. Right fourth toe. Right fifth toe. Pausing here to glance back at the progress that you have made, noticing the difference between the right side and the left side. Gathering your focus Let's move to the left hand thumb. Left first finger. Left middle finger. Left ring finger. Left little finger. Palm of hand. Back of hand. Wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Left side of chest. Left side of waist. Left hip. Left thigh. Left knee. Shin. Ankle. Heel. Sole of foot. Top of foot. Left big toe. Left second toe. Left third toe. Left fourth toe. Left fifth toe. Pausing again to look back over your progress. Noticing the state of the left side, again in comparison to the right. Nudging them to be even closer, attuned harmonically. Dancing together to the internal sounds of your body rotation. All 10 toes. Both feet. Both heels. Both ankles. Both calves. Both knees. Both thighs. Both buttocks. Lower back. Mid back. Upper back. Shoulder blades. The space between the shoulder blades. Spine. Back of neck. Back of head. Top of head. Forehead. Eyebrows. Temples. Ears. Cheeks. Eyes. All the muscles around the eyes. Nose. Nostrils. Upper lip. Lower lip. Chin. Jaw. Teeth. Tongue. Roof of mouth. Back of throat. Front of throat. Collarbone. chest, abdomen, pelvis, right leg, left leg, right arm, left arm, right side of head, left side of head, right side of body, left side of body, back of body, front of body, whole body, whole body, whole physical body. Looking back over your whole physical body, noticing any movement or flow of the energy inside of the body. For this breathing exercise, imagine that you are a quarter drop machine, where above your head is set a shelf of coins, of doubloons, of gold, of prana, is what they actually will be. And that each breath in adds another couple of quarters to the pile to push that entire treasure chest full of coins in through the top of your head. Take the next 27 breaths. Count them backwards if you like. Adding a few coins of prana gathered from the very air and ether around you. And in this game, you don't lose any of the coins. You win all of the coins, so allow them to drop. And then around number 27, you've built up to the climax of winning it. Winning the prize, which is all of the coins falling in through the crown, filling up the body. But we're not there yet. Right now, we are teasing it, filling it up, loading and adding to the bounty so that it tips and falls in our favor. If you get lost, if you finish early, that's okay. Just start your count over at 27. I'll let you know when the time for this exercise is up. Where are you? Where's your practice? Adding those coins of prana to the coin drop game. And if you were unfamiliar with that game, imagine yourself filling up like a hollow piggy bank, but a U bank. Filled with coins that represent energy. And whether you've finished your count or not, use the next 3 breaths to win the jackpot. You can hear the klaxon as it rings. loudly announcing that you've won. And the sound of coins falling fills you from bottom to top. Just like breathing brings in and banks the prana, so too are you going to fill all the way up to the tippy top, full of this metaphor of prosperity and energy, luck and abundance. And take a moment to vibe at this frequency. How pleasurable will you let yourself feel over this imaginary jackpot? How better might you feel knowing that this energetic practice is helping to stack the odds in your favor? And head towards that feeling of contentment, of being so content that it wouldn't matter if you won or lost. How peaceful, how serene would you have to feel it resonating, vibrating, perhaps even making a sound? What would your contentment sound like? If everything was taken care of and you didn't have to worry, not worry about lack or excess, just to vibe comfortably in the middle of them, in between them. That doesn't mean without one or the other, but a combination, a balance of have and have not. And just for a moment, let yourself be comfortable with what you have and what you don't have. That doesn't mean that we are giving up progress. But once you arrive to that point, you can use that energy, direct it which way to go all throughout your many systems. Just rest in contentment for a moment longer. You can go back to wanting things, needing things, all of that after your practice. For right now, let's all exist in a place without worry, without ambition, just existing as is in this moment. chores, tasks, wants. Just imagine being equally cool with having certain things and not having certain things. How afraid are you of just being content in this moment? Remind yourself that you're safe. And once you've allowed yourself to be safe, allow yourself to just be. No need for improvement. No need for pruning. How resistant are you to that moment happening right now? Are you perhaps defining yourself by problems? Or something else? What is it that stands in your way? And try not to judge the responses from your subconscious to these queries. Like we said before, we're building and rehearsing this common language of thinking something and then receiving a thought in response to the first thought. So, one more time, allowing yourself to just be. And knowing where that is when you need to come back to it. And letting that go, call to mind the following images: loose change, loose change, loose change, golden coin, golden coin, golden coin, the sun shining, the sun shining, The sun shining, morning light through a window, morning light through a window, morning light through a window, a yellow balloon, a yellow balloon, a yellow balloon, stand in your sacred meadow and watch a yellow balloon float on by thanks to a helpful little breeze that seems to be playing with the balloon as much as it is moving the balloon. And just take in the familiar sights of your special meadow, your sacred grove, your inner landscape. And you turn around to see a dishwashing machine in the middle of the field. Upon closer inspection, it is in fact a spirit washing machine that looks like an upgraded dishwasher. Open it up, and on its racks, place pieces of yourself that could use a good wash, a good cleansing. You could put a whole miniature you in there if you need a whole lot of cleansing. Uh, but also in the racks, you're putting things that are representations of what you want to do, the things you want. Set the machine to spirit scrub and add a little bit of your favorite psychic suds or cosmic clean or whatever brand your spirit would like you to use. And find yourself inside the dishwasher, watching the door close, and a light, a glowing mist surrounds you. From this angle, the pieces of you and the things that you want to do may look gigantic, or whatever size fits most comfortably. In this spirit washing machine. And by telling the machine that you are ready for it to clean, you hear the mechanics whirring, buzzing, coming to life. And a gentle rinse is sprayed onto the interior, feeling those special waters touch you to hit the body and absorb. Before the bubbles are released. And when they're released, they flow. And you find that your breathing is unaffected by whether being submerged in water or bubble. And feel those bubbles really get in there, into those hard to reach spaces where our opinion has turned too solid, needs to be softened back up. And the bubbles scrub you, scrub the things you want, scrub the pieces of you that need it the most. And when the inside of this washing machine, this spirit washing machine, is filled to the brim with the waters of source, these psychic suds all around you, feel it cleansing you in this dimension and the adjacent realms. It is doing more than cleaning your body, it is cleaning your spirit. And it is not a bad spirit because it's gotten dirty, just like it is not a bad dish that needs to be washed. The simple act of living, of peopling, of interacting can leave little bits of psychic debris in our aura, amongst our energetic layers, what have you. And so turn the pressure up. Set it to scrub, set it to clean, cleanse, shine. And maybe you feel little bits of funk and debris be rinsed and washed off and away. And maybe the interior of this spirit washing machine is now covered in bits of psychic debris. But they don't get a chance to stick to the walls. like they stuck to you. The next cycle of high pressured water of source cleanses everything, cleanses the walls, cleanses the rack that you're on, cleanses the pieces of you, the things you want to do, and the copy of your smaller self. Watch all of that rinse water reveal the beauty underneath, a sort of shine, a new light, if you will, of the things inside this dishwasher having been cleaned and now get to experience being clean. How good would you imagine that it feels to be spot free and squeaky clean? And open the door to the dishwashing machine and rejoin your larger self, looking into what's resting on these racks. Maybe now that you're a little clean and they're a little cleaner, you might notice them something different about them, a new perspective. So take a moment to admire the job you just did with the spirit wash machine. And reintegrate the parts and pieces of you that were cleansed. And put the things that you want that are now clean into a special box, a special container, maybe even a treasure chest where you can get these projects back out and look at them, cleanse yourself both off again, and look for a new perspective that may help you in some way achieve the things that you want, the ones that serve your highest good. And with the spirit washing machine cleansed and emptied, it disappears when you look away next. But you know how to summon it if you ever need to call up this particular adventure again. Put your box, your treasure box, somewhere important. That way you'll know where it is when you come looking for it. And take a moment and look at the skies. You might catch a glance of that balloon. that one riding on the winds of change. It's okay if you don't. It is sailing on to do its business, to help you in your quest. Leaving the field pristine and the dishes emptied. Go ahead and take yourself to Chittakash. That space behind the eyebrows, between the ears. That infinite, inky black space that is also filled with the potential for everything. Take yourself there to the mindscape, and from there, let the thoughts come and the thoughts go. You don't need to stop them, change them, judge them, fix them. Just let them come and go, perhaps drifting like a balloon in the sky. Where are you? Where's your practice? And gently letting that go. Call to mind once again your sankalpa, your short phrase of personal resolve. And say it now, 3 times with firm resolve from deep in the mind space. Letting it echo out in all directions, seeking the circumstances to manifest in your life. If you're planning on sleeping after the session, you are free to do so, but come back up for a breath into the body before diving back in towards slumberland. Take your awareness to your breath, the sensation at the nostrils, and follow that feeling of the breath into the lungs, into the body, all the way back into your body, back into your physical body, all the way back into your physical body in the right here and the right now. Thank you for being with us. If you are off to slumber, many blessings on your way. And for the rest of us, let's fill our bodies back with life. Like we're inflating inside of ourselves. Back to a comfy, contented here and now. Finding yourself sitting up. Hari Om Tat Sat, my friends. This has been Psychic Sleep for the 3rd of December, 2023. As always, thank you for being a part of this. Whether you drifted off to sleep or are waiting around for some feedback prompts, I hope that we all feel good, feel well, and be happy.